Have you ever seen an assassination attempt backfire? Well, you're about to see one right now. What's going on, America? This is Kevin from Kevin's Corner, where I try to make sense out of nonsense. And I don't know if you've been paying attention, but for like maybe the last 6 months or so, a black Democrat congressman out of Georgia named Vernon Jones has decided that he's going to support President Trump. Now, at first, when he made this comment, he was not ready. He had no idea the type of backlash and attacks that would hit this man. Kind of like me. When Trump ran, someone asked me to do a quick live feed on my Facebook page, my other one, the one with the knuckleheads. So nonetheless, they were like, do a live Facebook feed telling everybody why you support Trump. I'm like, okay, what's the problem? I mean, everybody loves me. I mean, they're all my friends on Facebook. And I did that. And for 2 days straight, I was like, did somebody just type F your mama? What my mama got to do with this? There were women crying, "Oh, girl, he too fine to be a Trump supporter. Another good black man gone to waste." I guess they'd have been okay if I'd have been like, "Yo, I'm a drug dealing, gang banging black dude. That's the kind of dude I like, girl. But not a Trump supporter." So I took heat. I couldn't believe it. I was sitting there like, man, some of the folks that was coming at me knew me. And I'm going, dude, what are you saying? You almost making me feel like if me and you was face to face, it might turn into some Donnybrook. But nonetheless, they attacked me. Vernon Jones got attacked. And then, of course, he stepped down. But all of the cavalry came, just like it did for me. All of these people who felt the same way I felt start chiming in on my timeline, attacking all of the folks who's been attacking me, but not with vulgar language, not cursing at them, not demonizing them, using facts and reason. And they fled like roaches when the lights come up. Click. Oh, shoot. They were supposed to be asleep. I have been eyeing that peanut butter and jelly sandwich that was left out. And I was just on my way up there to take a little smidge of it. And here he come down to get some orange juice, cut the lights on. Now we all got to either run or stand still and hope they don't recognize that the Brown brothers is hanging out. So there you have it. They all left. Well, the cavalry came in with him, encouraged him. He got back into the game. Now, you know the tactic, y'all. The party, and I say the party because I'm talking about MSNBC, CNN, all of them. They all are part of the Democratic Party. The Democrats, for many years, have been masters of discouraging black folks from leaving the plantation. It goes all the way back. It goes all the way back to slavery. We all knew when they brought the slaves off the boat and said, listen here, we're going to have you guys doing some hard labor 24/7 with long hours, not a lot of food and all that, and by force, if necessary. And the slaves said, wait, what are you talking about? No, man, that's not going to happen. Eyes won't free. And so what they did is said, okay, see, we can't really just break them down physically right away, so we got to break them down mentally. Let's go ahead and find out which one of these slaves are the ones that all of them are looking forward to and taking their cues and saying, you gonna do something here? We got us a Mandingo up in here with us. If anybody can fight back, it's gonna be him. You let us know when it's going down. So these slave owners would take that slave, drag him out in front of all the other slaves, say, you guys trust this guy's gonna be your savior? Huh? Y'all listening to him? Let's show you all what happens when disobedient slaves speak out against our system. And they would tie that slave up to 4 horses and rip him into pieces. Now, what do you think that did to all of the rest of the slaves? Say, oh my God, did you see? Is the hay over here? Is the cotton over here? Let me get that. You know what? I'm about to get busy right now. See, and over time, by giving them a little bit of treats and snacks and stuff, the slave owners would say, we got to keep our ear to the streets just in case another uprising kicks in. So what they would do is elevate certain slaves, and those slaves will say, hey, look, man, I might be getting a little bit of benefit from massa, but it's better than what's going on out there in the fields. I get to come serve some lemonade, make a couple sandwiches, sometimes stand around in the dining room while he's having his little parties and stuff. And all right, hey, Bucksy Sugar, could you go and get us some more water? Yes, sir. And you'd go and do that, and you're thinking, okay, I mean, this is a cake job. And the master done elevated me, and now I'm starting to feel important. Now I'm starting to say, you know what, this ain't so bad. And the rest of the slaves out there, my job became to keep them in check. So every once in a while I go out there and listen to them, and I'm saying, now look, I know y'all don't like this, but it's better to be on this here plantation than to be out there. It's crazy out there. And Massa do treat us okay. He kept and she kept the other slaves in check. And whenever one of them decided, I ain't buying what you selling, Kipper, I's gonna go up north and be free, that guy would say, you know what we need to do? Tag him and have all these other slaves say, what you thinking about doing that for? You're going to mess with all of us. And they would attack the free slave. They would attack the slave to say, you know what? I'm out of here. Y'all do what y'all want to do. I'll take my chances with freedom. They would be the first line of defense to get that slave back in check. And the rest of the slaves thought, hey, man, this ain't perfect, but hey, look, at least we got a meal. Every once in a while, we get to eat the leftover from the pig. And, I mean, look at this beautiful outhouse they built for us. All of that stuff. I mean, we're kind of living the life, even though we have no real freedom. But you know what? It's better than the alternative, which we don't even know what the alternative is, because we just trust the plantation. We just trust Massa. Well, update this to 2020. Same thing. Democrats just changed the tactic. You know what we're going to do? We're going to allow certain black folks on TV, certain black politicians to be elevated to a certain degree of notoriety, popularity, influence. So they will be the face of all the black folks, and they'll look at them and say, this person we trust. And whenever one of these folks decide, I don't know if it's such a good idea to stay on this Democratic plantation. I know they told us we got it good. As gunfire rings out in our neighborhoods, I know they tell us we love y'all black folks, as our education system is horrible, violence is horrible, abortions in our areas, all of that stuff. But pound for pound, the Democrats love us. And then you got the nerve to become an uppity, free-thinking black man like Vernon Jones, who was in the Democratic Party and said, I ain't down with him, I'm about to bounce. You know what they did? They said, we got to assassinate this dude's character in front of everybody. This guy right now is the Mandingo that needs to be ripped apart by the horses. And we need the rest of y'all black folks to know what not to do. So bring him on MSNBC so that this black overseer will do exactly what the massa has been programming him to do, which is assassinate this dude's character and influence. And it all the way backfired because Vernon Jones sniffed it out. Now let's listen to this garbage.
You are an elected Democrat there in the state of Georgia, as I understand it, but yet you're supporting the Republican president's reelection bid. How is that going over in your district?
Well, obviously, my district knows about me. I've served as county executive. I've run a government. I've done things to move my county forward and the people, serve them well, solid record of accomplishments. But this is not about politics. This is about putting your country before politics, putting your...
Now, did y'all hear that? He said, this is not about politics. This is about putting your country first. When Democrats don't know what that means, that right there is not in their vocabulary. What? What do you mean put your country first? We don't even like this country. Nothing about it. It's racist and it's all of that stuff because we the one kind of was responsible for all that racism stuff. And we hate the fact that history still lingers. We don't want y'all to unveil that. So now we got to act like that America is a wicked, evil place. And we now have to snuff out the history because it's so wicked. And guess what? This black man here who's saying, well, let's put the people first. That's ludicrous. See, it's all about putting the Democratic Party first. And then if there's some leftovers for the people, cool. Other than that, we're selfish. Let's continue.
Country for the party. President Trump is right on target with results. Prior to the pandemic, he had the best, and you know it, the best economy that we've had going back years and years and years.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, this overseer of the Democratic plantation is about to go into action, okay? See, they made sure they brought Vernon Jones on, and they have to have a black person asking these questions, because, see, black people can ask free-thinking black people questions that white commentators can't, because then they might be accused of being racially insensitive. So they say, let's get those Don Lemons, those Joy Reids. They can say things that we can't say. So therefore, we'll have Vernon come on, and let's try to set him up by having this black dude who's supposed to be a commentator, but instead he's an assassin. Okay, but let's continue.
Democratic Party chose to put
an economy that even many on the right have acknowledged that he inherited from the previous administration.
Well, that's fake news.
Well, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
If you look at the unemployment among
now, y'all hear that? So he throws out a statement, but he don't want to debate it. He don't want him to reply, oh, you know what, we're not doing that. We're not, because I can't support my claim, and I got to make it seem like it's beneath me and we need to move on, and what you're saying is garbage, buddy. We're not going to, no, we don't want you to explain why what I just said is a lie. See, that's what that was right there. But Vernon don't let it go. See, this right now is about to go all bad for this assassin. He's horrible. He's missing his target, see, because Vernon is sticking and moving. He's not standing still, letting this dude have his way. Let's continue.
African Americans during his years and during the Obama years, clearly it was much better. If you look at opportunity zone districts, if you look at support and financial support to historical colleges, clearly it's better off under his administration than the previous administration. So, you know, I don't want to get caught into politics.
Well,
just because I'm a Democrat, my party feels as though
I like to traffic in facts, and much of what you just said is patently false. But I do want to.
Y'all hear that? That's laughable. I almost burst a kidney when he said it. Man, talking about I like to traffic in facts, and what you said is in fact. Man, MSNBC has been caught billions of times, and that's, you know, an exaggeration, but a whole bunch of times, lying, making stuff up, accusing the president of being a Russian agent. Yeah, but yet you want to traffic in facts. Man, are you for real? This is the same organization that was saying that it was Trump's Border Patrol agents destroying water in the desert, and they covered up the date on the video that showed it was under Obama's. But yet they up here, look what Trump's people are doing. They're destroying this water so these poor immigrants just come here for a better life won't get this water, and they'll starve and drown, die rather, in the force of dehydration. And then they got exposed, talking about some facts. You know what? Right now you can see this is Syria, all the firefighting going on. What? Oh, this is in Kentucky? Huh. I'm sorry. Our fault. As you can see here, that the hospitals are being overran. They're being overran here in New York. What? This is video footage from Italy? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, stuff like that. Those type of facts. Let's continue.
Representative Jones, this is my show. I'll ask questions. Give me a second.
Well, you had me on your show.
I know,
let me explain. Don't cut me off when I'm giving an answer.
I'm not cutting you off, but I do want to. Are you a paid campaign surrogate?
What the hell did you just say?
Did y'all hear that? This is why they bring in these type of black overseers to control black people. That question right there is so loaded with racism. It's unbelievable. Folks used to ask me that when I started my channel. First thing they do, it couldn't be white people. They ain't allowed to ask that. So black folks be like, dude, man, how much Trump paying you? You getting paid to do that? As if the only reason a black man or woman would consider voting for Trump or a conservative candidate would be if they paid us. The real sellout, the real person who's getting paid to push propaganda and support the most racist party on the planet are these folks. What he has just done is projection. Let's continue. Vernon's about to check him.
Being compensated by
let me be clear. You get paid to shape a liberal narrative. You get paid to attack this president. I don't get a...
Uh-oh, the heat is on. The heat is on. That brother right there is going, oh, he's about to expose me. I thought I could get away with it. Vernon wouldn't catch it. But this man's talking about some, well, easy, Tiger. I never mentioned your race. But yet you ask a black man is if he's getting paid by Trump to support Trump. I mean, if this was a Caucasian man sitting in that chair, would he say, sir, are you getting paid for this? See, this right here shows you the hypocrisy. This here right here shows you the full-blown scale of them plotting to make sure black folks stay on their plantation. This man should be ashamed of himself. And then trying to act like he's offended that Vernon Jones is implying that it's a racial thing. Easy, buddy. I would ask this same question of any normal white man that walks by and say, I'm voting for Trump. Hey, white guy, are you getting paid to vote for Trump? No, that's crazy. Why would I do that? I mean, it's a free country. I'm allowed to vote for whoever I want. Oh, okay. I just wondered. Only a black person would be asked this. And yet he's trying to now walk it back and be ignorant. Oh, whoa, you brought up race, not me.
Dime for this president. I don't get a dime from the campaign. Everything I've done has been me and based on my principles. And see, that's the problem. When an African American that's elected official,
I did not raise your
race. Let me finish now. Let me finish.
Whoa. You're not going to imply that I asked that question because you're black.
So don't.
Wait, man, that didn't go well. This guy right now is trying to pull the parachute because he's being exposed. He's sitting there in his ear like, all right, get out of there. He didn't fall for it. Yeah, I don't care what you got to do. Shut this interview down. Pull the parachute. Operation Abandon It. Operation Abandon. He's trying to dismount out of this garbage routine that he just performed. He's sitting back right now going, let's punt the ball away because this ain't going well. He done now exposed the fact that I'm being paid to attack other black people who thinks freely and supports the president by shaming him and asking him, are you getting paid? Because surely you wouldn't be doing this on your own accord. Black folks don't support Trump. Black folks don't support the Republican Party. See, this guy needs the business, just like Vernon Jones is giving it to him, and watch him tuck tail and run.
Don't ask me that. You only ask me that because I don't fit your narrative. This president never offered anything. I don't want anything from this president. It's what I can do for my country. And you need to accept that many other African Americans and others support this president because of his policies. And to insult me to say, am I getting paid?
I've asked the same question. I have asked the same question of Democrats who come on.
MSNBC and their narrative to keep blacks silent who happen to support this president. Why can't I be like white liberals or other whites? Nobody questioned they're getting paid.
State
so I have to get paid. Do you ask Democrats? Do they get paid?
I just said if you
paid by Joe Biden.
I just said to you.
Have you ever asked any host on your show that they've been paid by Joe Biden?
State Representative Vernon Jones. Representative Jones, thank you. Do come back. An open invitation.
I love to come back.
Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, now you have it. That guy was like, uh-oh. Yeah, this one right here went off the rails. I was hoping Vernon Jones would just go, hi, look, easy on me, okay? I know I'm not getting paid. No, he exposed this dude's motive. He was like, do you ask white folks that, huh? Yeah, you trying to silence the voice of black Trump supporters. Man, you getting paid to do the bidding of white liberals and globalists, but yeah, you supposed to be pro-black, and Trump's the real racist, white nationalist, KKK member, and all of that stuff. These people are bums. And kudos to Vernon Jones exposing it. I sat back enjoying myself. Sorry for the long introduction, but I had to set the scene so people could understand the history and the psychological warfare that's going on to make sure black folks stay in place according to liberals. Now, you've been listening to Kevin and Kevin's Corner. Bravo, Vernon. Bravo. Anyway, don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, and the notification button. Check me out every Wednesday, live in Kevin's Corner on Facebook, YouTube, and my radio blog talk show. Make sure you're still subscribed. Your notifications are set to all. And then check out Extreme Teas, my sponsor. If you like their products, put Kevin in the promo code. You'll get a 20% discount. Links below this video. If you want to donate to Kevin and Kevin's Corner, feel free. Links below the video. And we will see y'all next time in Kevin's Corner. Vernon Jones. Take care.